My name is Joe. I'm with Human 2.0. Human 2.0, our mission is to upgrade humanity to our highest conscious potential. Human 2.0 was started by Ingvar Villido, who's our honored keynote speaker tonight, about 10 years ago. And this work that Ingvar started really comes from his own personal journey and experience helping people. Ingvar is quite a very interesting person, given his background. And yes, I could say he's from Estonia, which is in Northern Europe. He's a best-selling author in Estonia. He's a Kriya Yoga Acharya, which means he's a master of Kriya Yoga and teaches others. And he's been a wisdom teacher and empirical researcher, meaning that he studied a lot of things and integrated that into a unique kind of offering and teaching. He's, and part of his journey, which we'll go into tonight, he has studied all different types of wisdom and spiritual traditions around the world, and he's reached the highest levels, earning himself spiritual names. That's the highest recognition you can get in everything from Buddhism to Dogen, Hinduism, and yoga, and others. And a lot of us, we would be honored and privileged if we just got one of those. But Ingvar has done all those things in shamanism and others, and taken the best things out of that and brought it together in a holistic kind of unit, and made it accessible, practical, and logical for everyday humans, so we can access that true wisdom and knowledge. And so tonight, Ingvar is going to share some of his wisdom, and he's going to provide some techniques and some experiences. And I invite you guys, today's topic is on spiritual truths. So please ask questions about what you think your spiritual truths are to Ingvar in order to kind of gain the wisdom that he has to be shared with us all. So without further ado, let's bring Ingvar up.
Thank you for coming. I ask Joe, please make me list about what I need to talk. It means if you're an empty vessel, you don't have any ideas about what you need to talk. Thank you. Oh, long list. So, people always talking about me, I'm talking too much. Yeah, they like more practice or experience. Of course, but if you are experienced of something, how you know that, how to do that? Again, by yourself, if you don't know things which one need to be explained before. What do you think? Yeah, that's interesting because people like things, like instant coffee and tea. Take it, let's be done this already. Then they're waking up, going to do something different, and they don't remember anymore that instant coffee or tea, right? But if you have knowledge is knowing how things actually are and how they're working together. It's like engineering, like common things what we are doing at home. If you know how you can put them to the order, results is guaranteed, right? When I came to that church, I'm looking a little bit around, and sorry guys, and sorry Pavel, and some kind of sadness came to me. I'm not a sad person actually, because I don't know what it is, but sometimes if you see something what become different or changed, the purpose are changed, then sometimes you have some kind of sadness. I have it sometimes. But thanks God that place are restored. But I sitting there and I thought, it will be good to say, abandoned church, abandoned God. Abandoned humans. That was what I like to say. All people have sufferings. No one can escape from them. I think you know that. And life without sufferings looks like good illusion, but actually it's possible to do that by yourself. Because only you can do that. How to do that, you need to know. No one other can change your life. You know that, right? Only you can do that. This is your responsibility, your chance. You making your path, your life. And if you know that clearly, it's become clear to you, then you start to search tools, how to do it. Let me say one fact to you, and you can check it out. It's not some kind of experience, it's knowledge. And you can be experienced of that knowledge. You experiencing good and bad things always only inside. Never outside your body. Make proof for yourself. Just remember some things in your life and you will see. Are you agree with me? It happens always inside your body, never outside. What it means, you can go logically further and understand those others, which one making your sufferings actually don't make them. Because they can't give to you those sufferings from themselves. Those sufferings already sitting on you, inside you. How do you can escape them? That's the question. Exist so many ideas how we can be, what we need to do to become better persons. But definitely exist some kind of results which one really making proof to you what you need to become. Today we have a lot of spirituality around the globe. It's actually a huge market. Whatever things can be brought there. My life was quite long and I practiced a lot and I discovering a lot. From my discovering starts? It starts actually, that real road starts to come out from simple noticing. process. Do you know what is noticing? You just see, you just hear, you feel. And that is actually door to your church, which one existing inside you. What is that door? It's awareness. Awareness is part of consciousness. To become aware means start to use your consciousness in daily life, like primer tool. What happens if using consciousness? Consciousness is neutral. You stepping back from any sufferings, from any good things, bad things, whatever. Stepping back looks like stepping back. You become witnessing. And then what do you witness? You see outside everything, but you start to recognize your inner world, how it works. You start to understand your emotional reactions to the things. You start to understand your thoughts to the things. You start to see. You are not emotions, you are not thoughts. What you are. If you are not them, what do you? What you are. Whatever spirituality people using, if they don't find out answer to that question, all the spirituality become big game of illusion. Consciousness. Make us conscious. It means everyone are unconscious. You know who is without conscious, unconscious people. They are like dead. They are not here. It means you have consciousness already. Maybe you know that, maybe you don't know that. Depends what become your object. Let's see. Let's make one exercise. Can you find 5 different body senses or senses in different body places now? Explore different parts, maybe legs, maybe body, maybe hands. Look around a little bit. It's quite simple, right? So what do you found? You found those places. But where was you? That part, which one? Recognizing those parts. Where it was. Recognize that part. Which one witnessing? And be that. Be that and recognize it's not so bad. it looks like nothing. But recognize you are here and now. You are in the moment. This strange calmness, silence is your consciousness. It doesn't look like something. It's not emotion, it's not suffering, it's not fear, it's not pain, it's not thoughts, it's something different. When I found my consciousness, I started to explore it. I found many, many things, and a lot of them wasn't expected. Finally, I found more, and going more deep, even through consciousness. I'm going to my true self. True self is that what you are. You can't see yourself. You can't hear yourself. You can only be yourself. That's that being. That is purpose of each of humans. To go, to find inside, find yourself. Why? Because you don't have any sufferings. They are gone. You don't have pains. You don't have worries. That is final state of our evolution. And if you become true self, you start to see life differently. For example, it was many years ago, I'm walking by street and I saw different sufferings of people, worries. Everything was very transparent for me. And I asked how I can help those people. It was impossible to help them there because people like these sufferings. They like to be with them. Even they don't like it, they still continue with those things. And then I saw only searchers or finders can be helped because they have questions and they don't have answers. But everyone can wake up to own problems. Everyone. Everyone can be searcher and finder. Then, for those people who were searchers and founders, I created many, many different knowledges, knowledges which one can help them go further in this journey. I help them how they can find themselves, how to use awareness in daily life, properties of consciousness, how to release sufferings, to clean inside all those things away. And first, very simple thing, which one I share everywhere and students sharing it everywhere, is how to become thoughtless. Thoughts disturbing a lot of our life. They're disturbing our life. Of course, we have thousands different thoughts And we don't know sometimes what we can do with those suggestions, which one are given by our thoughts, rememberings, imaginations, or pictures, which one become popped up. We're always thinking. And we don't know. This is an absolutely automized process. We are so involved in that process, we don't have any breaks. That simple exercise through which one you can make break are connected to your vocal cords. If you thinking, your vocal cords working a little bit, you can't feel it, but they still working. Why it's like that? Because if you learn to speak, it happens always with voice in your childhood, always. Then that loud voice becomes silent voice, become your thinking process. That's the reason why if you're relaxing your vocal cords, your thoughts stops. To find the truth, that fact, you can make noise in your head by your own sound, by your own voice. Maybe you can scream inside your head or to sing very high or very low notes. Can you do that? Just do that by your own. And then recognize your vocal cords, which are here, become tensed. You can feel one tension inside. You found? This is two muscles, vocal cords. Relax them by your intention. Relax. And keep relaxed. Sorry. Keep relaxed. Relax again. What is that silence? This is your consciousness. My journey was same. I found those things and going deeper. That silence was scary. It makes, in English, makes me scared. Because it was silence. No one talked anymore to me. But then I understood this is basic tool what we have in our life. Through that tool we can understand, can recognize, can understand things. And I make in my experiment, I just continue with that silence more and more. You know, pioneers never know what happened. What happens after that, right? Never knows. I takes my risk. So, but today I can say this is basic quality, to be aware. Lot of benefits are here. Which one For example, you are not involved to the remembering or to the imagining. It means don't have any more past and future, but you have presence. Anyway, you don't have past and presence, guys. They are only in your mind, your memory. Yeah, practically it doesn't exist. So, and like I said, with consciousness you start to understand many, many things because you become witness, not listener, not idealist, not believer. You start to understand. Life starts to open itself slowly, slowly, some secrets coming out slowly, slowly. And if you understand, you understand you don't know nothing. Then you're going deeper and deeper. And today people say, you need to increase your consciousness, your awareness, to develop it to some another level. I can say it's not possible. Not possible to do that. We have already that high consciousness. But people don't know that because they are involved to the emotional, mental process. Awareness is very tricky. You know what is monkey mind? For example, you need to look there. What is there? What is there? There. What's here? It's like very common watching, hearing, thinking, looking, thinking, commenting, feeling. You know that, right? This is monkey mind process. It means your awareness just jumping to the space, to the one place, to another place, inside, outside, and like that. But how you can concentrate? What is concentration? The jumping stops and you're keeping your awareness, that focus in one place, which will not chosen by you. This is concentration. Let's make one exercise, simple exercise. I like green apple. I think you like it too. Imagine green apple forward of your head, approximately 3 feet. Quite nice green apple. And take 5 seconds and make a round around your head and watch always that apple. Watch it, look at it, make a round with apple. Make second round. Now change it 90 degrees. Make round in this direction through your body. Slowly, not so fast. Just look always that apple. Thank you. It was possible to do that? It's not so difficult, right? Why that exercise is important? What it shows to you? Apple is imagination. But looking of that apple, it's not imagination. This is your awareness. And do you notice if that apple is behind you, you're still looking at it? You noticed it? What it means? It means your awareness can look even behind you, even back. It can look 360 degrees everywhere, and it's not connected directly to your eyes. Now, if you're looking apple making many rounds, where was you at that time? In the middle, right? Sure. Who are you? Who are in the middle of circle? Feel it. Go by that experience. Go deeper, relax. It's not dangerous. Just continue with that experience. Are you experienced of self? Is it you? Or it's some kind of object, something different? Be yourself. Continue with self. You found yourself. That's a missing part from your life. True self. This is true self. And if you are being, then you will see. It's not so bad to be yourself. If you are not used to be self, you reading thoughts, which one talking by your name, and making illusion about you. Then you have a different emotions, which one supporting thoughts, and it looks for you, you are something different. Life are given to you, but thoughts and emotion are taken them over. That's the reason why we have so many problems, individual problems, problems around the globe. You know, this church here, Jesus is very, very famous. Jesus said he is Son of God. And he said bench on his Father is very long. What is hidden secret? True self is Son of God. Each of you have it, but it's forgotten. Purpose of what any kind of teachings in the churches, in the Buddhism, in another spiritual teachings, all teachings, is actually to become self. To become self. All other things is experience. Only experience of some things which one are not you. And for that, we are very, very good. Because humans can be experienced everything. Because we have access to everything. Your access is restricted only by your reactions. If you become free of reactions, you become really very universal. Let's make one exercise. Do you know your habits, right? And just remember a couple of them. Just shortly. Don't go deep. And now look to the past. How often are they make something in your life? How often they change something in your life in the past? Do you see some pattern, consequences for you and others? Now look to the future. Do you see same pattern? If you picking up whatever habit of you and looking in the same way and looking to the future, what do you see? Are your life framed, bordered? Maybe you have hope. Maybe something become different. But why? Why it can become different? Hope is very blind. No one are so hope. But look in another way. Pick up your habit, one of them, and just look differently to the future. Look your future without that habit. Just exclude it. What do you see now? And if you are excluding many habits, what do you see? What do you will see in the future? I think you agree with me if I say you don't know what do you see. Why you don't know that? Because you don't have those frames anymore. It's become more free. It means become more choices, more options. And now, if I may remember to you, you are experienced. Everything what happens around and with you happens always inside you. And only you can change those things which are living inside you. It means only you can change your destiny by changing things inside you. I think you are experienced to do that, to make changes, consciously or not. It's no matter. What is important? Important is to see results. You need to see results. If you're making changes, you need to see results. If you try to make changes, maybe you can see results, or unexpected results can be there. Exist a lot of knowledges which one can help you. But if you're looking in the past and looking at that life what you have today, you will see how much they help you. It's very good if you have your clear head, your consciousness, awareness, to understand what are you doing and what is results of those things. Because we are living with action. We're acting 24/7. It means we're making always consequences. Our life is made by us. Of course, exist very hidden things which one driving our life, but still they're created by us. But we don't know those secrets, maybe today. Sometimes people asking me why your knowledge is so good. I say why it's so good? It's not so good. It's just precise. It's just like engineering. It's that good. All other spiritual knowledges using those basic knowledges. But very often they don't know that. For example, a lot of people using breathing. Can you recognize your breathing now? Can you find it? Can you find it? Find it. Be aware of your breathing. Just look, inhale, exhale. How long you can do that? How long time? Imagine if you're taking inhale, all universe moving itself a little bit. If you're taking exhale, it moves again a little bit. Breathe by universe, inhale and exhale. Connect your breathing to the universe. If you go deep to that, you start to feel yourself like universe. And it's not some kind of spiritual experience. You become that, really, practically. But for that you need to learn what is concentration, how to become thoughtless, how to be in a mobile position, and other things. Always we need some kind of preconditions to do something big. That experience can be quite deep, right? But then you start to hear your thoughts, which I'm talking about that, how cold it is, or you need to go to do something, or maybe it's not interesting at all. You're not excited. your mind taking over your life and start to guide it. It's a big question, how to become free of guidings which are made by mind. To be guide of yourself, by yourself. It's quite unusual, I think so. To be thoughtless, to become thoughtless, to become guided by true self, live your own life, not life of your thoughts and emotions. But this is renaissance of humans. This is it. Consciousness is never bad, never makes harm to you or to others, never. Because it don't has those qualities. True self is always kind. It's loving kindness is here. It's your basic state. This is what we are. It's never making harm, never. It's always kind, always good. Only bad emotions making harm to you and through you to the others. Bad thoughts are actually not bad thoughts. Bad thoughts are always connected to the bad emotions. Thoughts by themselves is neutral, but they're making plan for emotions, and emotions follow them. They are like two creatures. One have head, second have tail. Head and tail. They are not powerful if you separate them. When I searched solutions for my problems, my personal problems, I actually found them for everyone. Those knowledges is very practical. They're not for experiences, to get high. They're more like cleaning bad things away from inside my body, away, because if you don't have them, you can't be bad person. You can't have sufferings if you don't have them anymore inside yourself. All spiritual teachings, which are very old, based on reality, talking about that cleaning process first. You know your habits, right? You know your problems. Can you imagine? If you don't know, they are gone. It's like, by history happened many times. For example, some local people who don't saw something from Western countries, they are surprised if they see something what they never saw before. They even don't know that those things existing. That is same surprising. You can be surprised in one day if you are without bad things in your life. It looks like impossible because we believe good and the bad need to be balanced always. The people which are living today and before us, they had the same things. Some people even believe it's connected to the brain, and DNA and other things. It's much more easier, much more. You know, it's very difficult to give you more and more things if I'm talking about two serious things. But I like to bring one experience to you here, in this room, this space. I'm just making a short introduction, short one. You know, Estonian people, they are, how say, this is a country where most of people don't believe to the God. It's number one country, I think, on the globe. And sometimes if I'm talking about God, I say to them, like that, in this way. Everyone knows behind nature, behind things exists something. Someone calling this God, sometimes some say this is like one ultimate consciousness. Some say it's something different, but everyone knows that. And if you know that, just ask silently, are you here? Are you here? That one which is behind everyone, everything. Ask and feel response. Not so far away, right? He is always here. Maybe if you have some hard times in your life, it feels alone. Just ask, are you here? And make another question. Do you love me? Ask. It's not so bad. But maybe your inner world, something inside that, don't like it. Maybe you have inside something what making obstacles on that experience, for example. But maybe it makes obstacles about those other experiences too in your life. If you have preconditions, it means it lives inside you. And you never knows it's good or bad, right or wrong, because you're never asked. You never asked about your reactions. Are they right or wrong? Would be good to know that, right? I hope I does not talk too much. I hope I don't explain too much, too long time. Maybe you like ask something. Joe, Susan, like to ask something. Sorry?
There are a lot of spiritual teachers all throughout the earth, and now, why is it that they have their own niche and they don't come together collectively?
Spiritual teachers, you need to ask from yourself, who is that spiritual teacher? What it means? For me, for example, I don't know what is spiritual teacher. I don't know. I really don't know that. But sometimes I see people which are teaching spiritual teachings. For example, they're using imagination, and people become experienced of imagination, and they tuning these five senses. They become sensitive to the another dimensions, for example, through different plants, for example. How we say that? You know, for me it was, I remember a time when I experienced something and I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. And I had a lot of those experiences. I don't had any map and compass. But by time, I start to understand what was those experiences, what was those things which are making those experiences to me. And today I can say it wasn't spiritual. It was energetical, but energy is not spirit. But what I learned, exist a lot of natural forces which one have energy and consciousness. And the true self, or that real you, are actually higher. Higher. You are actually highest. Humans are highest living creatures around the universe, multiple universe. That's even, Jesus said it, Son of God. Right? And in yoga, Kriya Yoga knowledge, you know that very clearly. We are one equal part of God Himself. It doesn't mean it's, I'm not talking about imagination, emotions, about things. I'm talking about true self and emerging to our source. We called it, this state is samadhi state. In real yoga, God is not problem. God is purpose. That's what word yog means, union. But what is spiritual, I really don't know, guys.
So there, a lot of the problems in this world are based on relationships, and it's either friends or family, and their energies just don't match, but somehow they have to be together because they're family or whatever. I think when you were searching, you must have had family that question, "What are you doing this and what are you doing that? Why can't you just be normal?"
Yeah. I know that.
How do people transcend that?
I'm actually a regular guy. Even I'm true self, right? Does it look spiritual, right? Or I'm looking spiritual. Guys, I'm a very spiritual person here. Om. It's not a joke. I can actually sing mantras deeply to bring up this real power, right? But like I said, I'm not hit to the head, by something and wake up after that. I'm not going through crash of car or something, or just falling down and just looking at my body from side. I'm like normal guy, normal path, normal. Of course, I know about everything what happens in the life, right? Struggling between brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, friends, employees, and that's normal life, right? I'm struggling with my wife too. Not anymore. I don't remember that last strugglings, right? But why we're struggling? It's so simple, actually. For that you need to look to your childhood. Because if children become born here, they're like empty paper. And all those people which are surrounding that child, they're writing something to that paper. But that paper is actually system in subconsciousness. All those writings become alive, right? That is reason and why we have that kind of personality today. It's nothing connected to your genes or brain or something more. It's taught to you. And if two persons from different families meet each other, become loved. Sorry guys, but this is program 2. Then after some times, that those programs doesn't match to each other. First process is very simple. you start to recognize what other person do, and you don't like them. You dislike those things, and you start to say that. Then that person just answering to you, and more stronger, right? Then you answer more stronger. That's fight, right? Even some critics doesn't work here. But fighting means always disconnection. Always disconnection. For example, if someone say to you something, I don't know, strongly, something what is bad, feels bad for you, you never like that person anymore, right? It happens only once, and it's enough. Because it's become recorded immediately to subconsciousness, which is protecting your biological life from dying. Because pain is always deadly dangerous. Joy, not. That's two parts. Pain and joy. That's our driver, nothing more. But that third one, conscious person, are missing because it's involved to the sensation and the thinking of joy and pain. That's the reason why we're always fighting. We have different person's history. And that history is actually continuously going to the history. All those knowledge has become done, like I said, in childhood. No one child can deny that. Yeah, because those knowledge has become installed, directed to the subconsciousness, and then making behaviors. It's like, then you become that, right? And you never overcome them, because you can't just say, oh, go away, right? I don't like that thought, so just erase it. Or that laziness, procrastination, anger, right? Or disappointment, or proud. All those emotions, What are you doing with those things? Change to another? Doesn't work. I think you know that. Suppressing? After time, sometimes just exploding, right? Doesn't work. There's a lot of non-understandings and, sorry guys, by wrong technologies, spiritual technologies, even if talking about spiritual technologies, and wrong psychological technologies too. It doesn't work. Yeah, spiritual people, sometimes they're doing something what's important for the people. All of them, I think, believe that, right? But if you're looking at results, sometimes spiritual people are believers too. They are not on the state of pure consciousness or true self. That's the reason why they have ideas about goodness, for example, about goodness. This is idea, it doesn't work, right? It can't be like that. You say, so now, at that moment, I become a good person. That's it. Never works like that, right? You need to work out something here. But still, if you're looking deep, you see the devil is still there. Caged, but the red eyes looking you. Right? Still there. We are learning inside, but we don't know how to learn outside, to learn away those things. It's no matter as a spiritual teacher or whatever teacher, Everyone needs to become more clean inside. If you, for example, you don't have emotional problems to another person, you don't have problem at all. I saw so many times, students coming and say, they're releasing emotions. Releasing means they're cleaning away them. They never come back anymore, right? And they going to some situation, they expect that old emotion start to come and make struggle. They become surprised. They're coming there, nothing happens. They don't have any more that. I'm always so happy if they're talking about that. They're surprised. And I have a good sensation because they've changed his life. Yeah, it's so impressive, all this, Yeah, exist a lot of spiritual things around the globe, but they are like pieces, pieces, spread pieces, and some of those pieces can't be used before preparation, right? Today I can say all those basics, which one can collect all those pieces together. They are collected, and it makes the teachings whole, become complete. Yeah, and it doesn't make harm to everyone, because if you know what are you doing, for example, what is meditation? I'm asking from people, so many people meditating here in San Francisco or around the globe, asking, so what are they meditating? But what it is, can you explain to me? What are you doing? And they explain it, what are they doing, right? Then you ask her, what is the purpose of it? Then a lot of them say, inner calmness. It's a joke, it's okay, it's very good, everything is right. By doing something, they become calm, balanced and other things. Then I ask him, what is that calmness? And they don't know. They know this is like space, this is like nothing, but they don't know this is consciousness. And if they don't know that, they don't appreciate it. They don't grab it. What happens if they don't grab it? First thoughts coming to their head and steal them from silence away. Guide them away from silence. It always happens like that. Yeah? For that you can't move your body, but you need to work, right? You need to go to the toilet, to the fridge to take something, to the shop, right? You can't be in meditation, right? It's not so practical. That's my opinion. Because, you can belong to some club, which one belongs to the meditation, or they call meditation, which one receiving a little bit silence. It can be club, why not? But my opinion is different. Why you can't develop your silence in daily life, everywhere, apply it? Why not? It's so many benefits are here, a lot. That makes sense, right? I know by my own experience and experience of thousands of students, it's possible to do that. It's discovered so deeply. It makes so many experiments. It's like science, you know. We know everything about problems and how to become conscious, unstable conscious. Everything is known. Just pick up that knowledge and just use it. And you become awakened person. You know, sometimes people coming to the courses, to the art of conscious change, in first day, they have experience of true self and consciousness, of course. They become conscious, they open their eyes, and they are surprised. Then I asking them, why are you surprised? They said, even colors become different. Words become colorful, more deep. It's become three-dimensional. For them, it's like waking up, you know. It can be so intense. Yeah, it's so nice. And if they become themselves, I guide them. Open your eyes slowly, slowly. Keep sense of self. Keep it there, keep it there. Look through your eyes by yourself. And then I see in these eyes a real true self. And in yoga we say this is second born second or twice. You're born again. And in yoga we say from that moment starts your life. Till to that moment you wasn't presented. Because you don't know that, you're not aware of that. Your life was guided by emotional, mental automatismus. Right? That was too long explanation, sorry. Yeah.
Thanks. I'd like to know your insights on free will versus divine will, if you have any.
Sorry, can you repeat it?
If you have any insights on free will versus divine will.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
Free will. You know, I heard so many times about free will, like you guys do, yeah? You know, I think so. And to choose that, to do that, whatever. You know, it doesn't look like we have free will. What do you think? It doesn't look. Because if you're making a choice, you're making choice always between two things. Not 3, 4, but only two. And picking up only one. And that choice is known by you. You never can make choice without knowing what you're choosing. They are here. It means it's not free, right? Then, if you're looking at that free choice, you will see how it actually happened. How it happens. It's actually by some kind of plan. It's some option coming into our life. We see some benefits or don't see them. Then we can see that emotionally it's good or bad. Maybe it's good for me, good for others, or always good or always only for me. We have many options how to make choice. But free will, I know what is willpower. Do you know what's willpower, guys? We have two willpowers. One is emotional. This is emotional. I need to do that. I must to do that. Do you know that? Yeah. In the morning I'm waking up, oh, I'm sleepy. I need to go. Then you go and right? This is emotional willpower. It's how I say, that fuel is not so big, right? It means you can't be driven always by that fuel, right? But if you're looking directly or more closer, you will see, you can feel your free will. You can understand it. You have it or you don't have it. You can switch it on, you can switch it off. But anyway, if you are subject, that emotion are object, you can see, you can feel your free will. Basically, it means you are not that free will. You have some object which are making free will. You understood? It's like something what you can turn on, turn off. It's some kind of additional thing, some emotional machine inside what you can drive. But this is not free, because whatever person can kill it. For example, you have free will, you have good choice, but someone ignoring you, for example, or criticizing you, that power can be just dissolved, right? But what is the second? Second belongs to the true self. True self. This is power of will. This willpower a driver of your awareness. For example, if you can concentrate to longer time, your willpower is strong. If you can't, it's weak. Why it's our willpower? Because it's connected directly to the true self. If you using only that willpower, you can make many choices, many choices. Even to be without choices, even you have choices. But this is very rare because people they are not developed it. So we have two willpowers, two choices. One is automatical process, second is my choice, true choice. I don't know, you receiving answer or not? Maybe you can ask again.
So I suppose in my particular experience, I have been brought down a path that I may not have wanted to go down. And I have done things to try and escape from that path or reorient myself in a direction that I felt that I was ready to go. And it didn't seem like, it felt like no matter how far off that particular path I went, I was always brought back to that path. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's what I'm kind of getting at, is your insights on, and I'm saying insights to avoid the word thoughts, but your particular insights on the free will that we are supposed to have to make our own choices and set our intentions towards things that we want or that we want to experience versus this greater kind of calling or journey, if you will, that we're brought towards and kind of have maybe limited choice in not moving towards.
Yeah. It's actually very complicated, that choice by itself. Why it's complicated? Because it's so many things are involved to that process. And for example, if you have very good awareness, you can make very good orientation between things and then make choice by your free will. For example, you can choose between consciousness things, between thoughts, between emotions, between physical activities, because they are not same, they are different phenomena. And if you look at combinations, actually we have ultimate of them. But sorry, depends what you know, what you can use. For example, if you're on the path and you're falling down, stepping back to or out of that path, if you have a habit to be unconscious, you start to understand immediately if even one idea just coming to step to the right or left side, you become a witness of it, and if you know some, I don't know, you can correct it already there. But if consciousness is not so good, you can find yourself somewhere on the forest already, right? Then you're waking up, what happened before? Yeah, and then make choice. Then you can climb back to your road if you find it. Sometimes people don't find it anymore, right? Because they have another processes which are still running. They can't do nothing with that. So here's many choices, and yeah, I say maybe again like that. Those things that happens with us, they're very complicated. It looks like very complicated, but if you have a map and compass, we can orientate on those things. What happens here, it's become very easy. Very easy. You're never falling down, because you're preventing it before it start even happened, you know. You become able to be in that place where it just shows itself, you know, in atom level, for example, and correct it. That's very good place for choice. Yeah. And that kind of choice doesn't need so much power. It's the beginning is, you know, the dragon is in the beginning very small, right? If it's growing very big, you know, it's very difficult to win it, right? Yeah, that's my answer. Just learn process, and go to the beginning of it, and make changes there. It's very simple. Yeah.
So does that mean you're asking, is there another force that has a thing for you to do or be that is not your own force? Is that what you're asking?
Okay, I'll be very specific about my own particular challenge. Maybe this will be helpful to someone. Right now, I'm producing and hosting a television show that's about to debut on PBS. Okay, never wanted to be on television, just wanted to write. A lot of that has to do with, in my childhood, having been an overweight kid and not wanting to be seen and all these other things. So this particular journey has been a healing one, because it's allowed me to go through a lot of clearing and personal growth. However, I've leaned into this particular project and am showing up, and at the same time, there are lots of challenges, particularly on the funding side. So it's like, okay, well, here I am. I'm on this path. I'm leaning into it after having tried to get off this path 15, 16 different times, and yet, there are challenges that have me thinking, well, am I even on the right path? So the question is, is there the idea of free will? If you've been involved in spiritual circles, often you're told, well, we all have free will. I don't seem like I've got that particular feature in this experience right now. So I don't know if other people are experiencing the same thing. I know some people that I am aware of feel like they don't have it either. So my question is, maybe to you or anyone around who might be able to give some insight. What are the insights? I'm not asking anyone necessarily to solve the problem. I am looking for investors, though. But just your insights would be interesting in this particular. I don't know if that was a bit clearer.
So long explanation. I think, guys, you understood it very well, but maybe, Marta, can you summarize it? Okay, go ahead now. I can't hear by one ear now.
et ta on terve elu kirjutanud ja ta on terve elu kirjutanud nagu raamatuid ja asju ja siis nüüd on ta televisiooni-show's ja ta on alati, tema tahab ainult kirjutada, aga teleka mingit elu tõmbab teda kogu aeg sinna rajale ja see nagu tõmbab teda kogu aeg tagasi, ta tunneb nagu tal ei ole seda vaba nagu tahet, free will'i ja et kas on siuke asi üldse olemas.
Et ta kirjutab kogu aeg, ei saa sellest lahti või?
Tema tahaks lihtsalt kirjutada, aga siis tema tõmbavad alati mingid teleshow'd.
Teda tõmmatakse sinna,
jah? Jah, et kas nagu tal ei olekski nagu mingit vaba, nagu, et ei saa seda valida, et kogu aeg tõmbab mingi rada teda kaasa.
I understood, you know, I am not English speaking person, you know. I never learned it, you know. I had in my life many periods. Which one was actually, how to say, very boring maybe, or I'm doing them, but I saw it was like I was like stranger there, and I tried to quit them, just ignore them, just don't do that. But you know, I just find out, you know, those processes start to come again to my life. I just drop them, and after some time they coming again to my life. Then I dropped again, then again they're coming to my life. Then I start to watch what the hell happens actually. What is that? And you know what I learned? I learned that if those things coming to my life, they're actually challenging me. They're like my babies, you know, it's my karma. If I working with them and work out them till to the end without any procrastinations, nothing, you know, then they're going away. It's like snow melting away. And then once they're coming again to your life. And if you're ready to do that, you become equal to that. They're going away. It means if you denying, if you, how? You're resisting, yeah. If you're resisting, they always come into your life. If you taking, going, making the best, everything best, how that word in Leitmatus? How? Perfection, excellence. It means you're doing things in best way what you can do at that moment. You know, yeah. You, sorry. And that was, this is my experience. If you're doing in best way and staying till to the end, the ends. It's like something what are not filled. It's something that need to be developed. It's something what are, how to say, procrastinated somewhere, you know. It's actually making some for us some qualities, new qualities. For example, to do in best way what we can do, right? It's actually for us to make our skills and to change our attitude to those things. Yeah. Because if you're looking globally, you will see all we have challenges in life, right? But those things what we don't like in our life, they always teach to us to become kind, to become precise, to become involved, not drawn, but involved consciously, and to finish those things in best way. Yeah. You know, exist three possibilities how we can be in relation with others. First is me and they. They, different people. I have relations with each of you, right? That's worst scenario it can be in life, right? Because it's only fighting and other things, right? But best is next one, me and that. That means one unit, which one have infinite spaces, infinite resources, infinite things, you know, it's that. It means you are not they anymore, but that. That looking me through many faces, many eyes now, questioning me. And actually it's truth. It's a very truthful situation. Because if you become experienced of true self, you start to find out you existing only one here in that universe. You can't find others' true selves. It means you are here, and all that are for you, not only for you. So, and that, what that doing to you in your daily life? He teach you. He feed you. He teach you. Whatever, he doing everything, because it's not only outside, it's inside too, right? The inner world is same. And if you learn how to manage relations with that, everything become better and better and better. It means that can punish you, can give whatever obstacles in your life, and but if you have right attitude, you appreciating, you taking those things, you doing them in best way what you can, then that start to give good things in your life. It's like teacher and student. If you're a student, that is teacher, right? And it's so good, how to say, relationship. It's work for everyone. And if you become good in that relation, it's become not automatically, it's become organically a third one. Me. That's best. Then you start to understand everything which surrounding you, it's actually you. Yeah. Yeah, but it's quite mystical. Yeah.
Get a that one. Thank you, Ingvar, for your wisdom today. Let's give him a round of applause.